Religions claim to guide us toward the truth of our existence. But are they truly effective? Or do they merely create symbols and abstractions that distance us from the truth itself? This video explores why all religions, despite their intentions, fall short of conveying the truth, using Magritte's famous Painting the Human Condition as a lens to understand this paradox. We'll also examine the psychoanalytical and philosophical essence of major religions, their perspectives on spiritual awakening, and how rituals, symbols, and techniques distract us from direct experience. As philosopher Jiddu Krishnamurti warned, truth is a pathless land, and symbols are mere constructs of the mind, not reality itself. In Magritte's Painting the Human Condition, we see an easel displaying a painting that seamlessly blends with the landscape behind it. At first glance, it feels like a continuation of reality, but it's not. The painting is merely a representation, not the real thing. Religions work in the same way. They create models, symbols, rituals, deities, scriptures that point toward a supposed truth. But these models are abstractions, not the truth itself. The moment we use language, forms, or symbols to convey truth, we lose the direct experience of it. Truth cannot be contained within a word, image, or concept because it transcends the constructs of human thought. Instead of guiding us to reality, religions often entangle us in their models, keeping us within the frame of the painting rather than seeing the landscape behind it. At its core, Hinduism explores the concept of oneness through Advaita Vedanta. It suggests that all dualities, self and other, creator and creation, are illusions. Practices like yoga and dhyana aim to dissolve the ego and uncover the unity of existence. However, its pantheon of deities and rituals often overshadows this profound philosophy, making it easier for seekers to worship idols than realize the self. Buddhism teaches that suffering arises from attachment and ignorance. Liberation, nirvana, is achieved by seeing through the illusion of the self. Practices like vipassana help observe the mind and dismantle the constructs of self and desire. Yet over time, rituals and iconography, Buddhist statues, chants, have diverted attention from direct experience. Christianity emphasizes love and forgiveness, aiming for a union with God. However, its binary heaven and hell framework imposes dualities. Contemplative practices like Christian mysticism focus on inner transformation, but rituals like sacraments and an overemphasis on dogma often distract from its mystical heart. Islam seeks submission to the divine will, emphasizing unity. Tawhid. Sufism, a mystical branch, uses practices like dhikr, remembrance, to transcend the ego. Still, rituals like daily prayers and the focus on external worship often overshadow Sufi insights about direct experience of the divine. Whether through commandments or the Tao, other religions use symbols to articulate what cannot truly be articulated. Rituals, deities, and techniques are meant to help seekers approach the truth, but they often become distractions. Jiddu Krishnamurti argued that all forms, techniques, and systems are constructs of society and the mind. By relying on them, we become entangled in external representations rather than direct understanding. Consider the act of prayer. While intended to foster a connection with the divine, it often reinforces the duality between the seeker and the sought. Similarly, meditation techniques risk becoming mechanical routines rather than vehicles for true awakening. Krishnamurti reminds us, the moment you follow someone, you cease to follow the truth. Truth is not found in scriptures, rituals, or dogmas. It is beyond the structures created by thought. Why then do we cling to religions? Symbols and rituals offer comfort and familiarity in a chaotic world. They provide a sense of belonging and structure, even if they divert us from reality. Religions are deeply embedded in cultural and psychological frameworks. They persist because they simplify the ineffable, offering narratives that are easier to grasp than the raw, boundless truth of existence. To understand the truth, we must step beyond the symbols, models, and abstractions of religion. As Krishnamurti reminds us, the truth cannot be organized, ritualized, or mediated by another. Meditation and spiritual awakening are not about following a path or ritual. They're about observing directly, stripping away all constructs. The truth is not found in what we believe, but in what we see when we let go of beliefs. So, the next time you're drawn to a symbol, a ritual, or a teaching, ask yourself, is this pointing to the truth, or is it another layer obscuring it?